Hello, everyone. I'm Stacy Garland. I want to talk to you today about choosing health, mind, body, and spirit. In 2010, I started my personal journey. At that time, I weighed almost 300 pounds. I had the beginning stages of blood sugar problems, blood pressure problems, and I also had severe anxiety at the time. I wanted to change my overall health. So, the very first step that I made was doing a program called Made to Crave. It's actually a spiritual program about weight loss. I completed that program and started making small changes in my lifestyle with my diet and my exercise. I was fairly active at the time. I would walk and hike and do some cycling and stuff, but not serious. So I started an exercise program where I would, and my personal goal is different than everyone. Whatever your goal is, that's what you want to actually look into. My body was in just not great shape. So I wanted to build muscle and improve my cardiovascular function. So I researched and found the exercises that I enjoyed. I love to dance. So one of those things was I would dance and do a lot of dancing type classes. That was my cardiovascular. And then I would also lift weights. So anyway, I would research and find what works for you. If you enjoy it, do it. If you don't enjoy it, you're going to be counterproductive. So just look at something that's going to work and feel good and you're going to actually enjoy. I made dietary changes, and one of those was I personally actually did like the Atkins type diet. At that time, it's now kind of like the keto diet. I started eating really good fats and lean meats and vegetables, and just changed what I ate on a daily basis. But I would make small changes at a time instead of doing it all at once, because if you make too many changes, you can get really discouraged fairly quickly. Also, I forgot to mention something that I did was I started doing yoga. Yoga is so good for your mental health, and it affects your physical body and your mental health. Um, I started doing breathing exercises and stretching, and those things are really good for you. They're so beneficial. They will lower anxiety. And as I said, I had severe anxiety. So while I was doing yoga, I could see a difference in my anxiety level almost immediately. It will improve your weight. It can help actually improve your self esteem, your mood. If you're in recovery for injuries or even recovery for something like addiction, yoga is something that I would just totally suggest. It will help your mental health. It gives you flexibility, which will lower your risk of injury later in life. So it's just all around just really good to incorporate that in your life if you can. I've been on a spiritual journey for as long as I can actually remember. I started going to church when I was young. I got saved when I was fairly young. My religion and the beliefs that I have are I believe in Jesus as my Savior. But I also love learning. So I have actually really explored just a growth in my spiritual journey. And knowledge is power when it comes to all of these things, your mind, body, and spirit. Knowledge is power. When you want to change something in your life, research it, look into it, and see how it feels. If it works and those changes have a positive effect on your life, on your mental health, your emotional health, your spiritual health, your physical health, because they all really are linked together. When you improve in one, it usually affects the other. So look into it, see how it works, see if it feels good, and if that is something that you want to explore. And if it doesn't feel good, give it a few tries, because a lot of times we try something and we're like, ugh, we didn't get the full results that we wanted immediately. So, oh my goodness, we can't do that anymore. Don't do that. Give it at least three or four tries or a couple of weeks. I also do intermittent fasting and OMAD, which is one meal a day. I do those quite often. Those I have noticed have really improved my focus. I also forgot to mention that I have ADHD, which is something that we do. You can have a million lists and you still end up forgetting things. So these things that I have incorporated in my life, the yoga, doing things that will improve my spiritual growth, my physical activity, all of those things have actually improved my ADHD. I do not take medication for any of those things. Now, I'm not telling you not to take medication, just so we're clear. I'm not a doctor, I'm a nurse. And so I'm not giving you any medical advice. I'm telling you that if you want to improve your health, choose your health and start first building your knowledge, look into some things. I'm going to actually include some links of some places, some resources that I found that have made such a huge difference in my life. I'm also going to include a before and after picture of me so you can see what I look like at the 300 pounds and you can see what you think. I hope that you all find this interesting. I hope that you choose your health, mind, body, and spirit, all in every aspect. And I pray that you all do well. God bless you all. Thank you so much for listening. Hope you have a great day.